Welcome to Loud History Today. We journey into the depths of South Africa's Sterkfontein Caves, a place of ancient wonders and hidden dangers, to uncover the heartbreaking story of Peter Verhulsel, a young diver whose curiosity led to a tragic fate in 1984. Nestled in the cradle of humankind, these limestone caves hold secrets of our ancient ancestors, but they also harbor perils that test even the bravest explorers. Peter's story is one of adventure loss and a haunting reminder of the risks beneath the earth. The Sterkfontein Caves, located 40 kilometers northwest of Johannesburg, are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, renowned for fossil discoveries like Mrs. Please and Little Foot. Their labyrinthine tunnels formed by dolomite-rich limestone stretch through a landscape dotted with white stinkwood and wild olive trees. For centuries, these caves have fascinated scientists and adventurers alike, their underground lakes and narrow passages whispering tales of the past. In 1984, Peter Verhulsel, a 29-year-old student at the University of Witwatersrand, joined two friends, Nuno Gomes and Malcolm, to explore the caves. An experienced diver, but less seasoned in cave diving, Peter was eager to measure the depth of Milner Hall's underground lake. The trio prepared their scuba gear, their tanks gleaming under the dim light, ready to face the murky waters below. As they descended into the cave, the air grew cool, the temperature hovering just above freezing. The divers clipped their guidelines to their belts, a critical safety measure to navigate the complex underwater passages. Peter, trailing behind, carried a single aqualung and a torch, his excitement palpable as they entered the submerged world of Sterkfontein. The water in Milner Hall was murky, stirred by sediment that reduced visibility to near zero. The divers relied on their guideline, a thin rope strung through the cave, to guide them back to the surface. Peter, driven by curiosity, let go of the line to explore a side tunnel, a decision that would alter the course of their expedition. Twice, Peter ventured off the guideline, swimming into uncharted passages. Each time, Nuno and Malcolm retrieved him, their flashlights cutting through the haze to bring him back to the main path. Their voices, muffled by water, urged him to stay with the group, but Peter's adventurous spirit pulled him toward the unknown. On his third departure from the guideline, Peter swam deeper, over 196 feet into the cave's depths. The tunnels twisted like a maze, and the silty water swallowed his light. His friends, realizing he was gone, searched frantically, their beams darting through the darkness, but Peter had vanished into the labyrinth. Alone in the murky depths, Peter realized he was lost. His oxygen was running low, and panic began to set in. He swam through a narrow tunnel, hoping to find the main passage, but instead emerged onto a small underground beach, a pocket of air in the heart of the cave. Here he could breathe, but escape remained out of reach. Peter climbed onto the tiny island surrounded by icy water. His scuba gear lay beside him, its tank nearly empty. In the pitch-black darkness, he waited, hoping for rescue. The cave's silence was deafening, broken only by the drip of water from stalactites above each drop, a reminder of his isolation. For hours, Peter sat in the cold, his body shivering as the temperature hovered near 4 degrees Celsius. He drank the water dripping from the cave's ceiling, sustaining himself in the darkness. His thoughts turned to his wife Shirley, whom he had married just months earlier, and his mother, their faces vivid in his mind. Rescue efforts began immediately. Police divers and caving teams scoured the Sterkfontein caves, their lights probing the murky waters. For 6 weeks they searched, passing within 40 yards of Peter's island, unaware of his presence. The cave's complex network of tunnels and sumps thwarted their every attempt. The divers faced treacherous conditions. Silt clouds blinded them, and the narrow passages made navigation perilous. Each dive was a gamble, as the risk of becoming trapped loomed large. Yet the teams pressed on, driven by the hope of finding Peter alive, their efforts fueled by determination. Weeks passed, and hope began to fade. The cave's unforgiving nature seemed to mock the rescuers' efforts. Police divers, equipped with advanced gear, combed the underwater passages, but the silty water and twisting tunnels hid Peter's location. The community above ground held its breath, praying for a miracle. Peter alone on his island fought to survive. He scratched at the walls searching for a way out, but the rock was unyielding. His strength waned as hunger set in his body, growing weaker with each passing day. The darkness enveloped him, a constant reminder of his predicament. In a moment of desperation, Peter used his finger to scrawl a message in the sand beside him. "I love you, Cheryl and Ma." He wrote a final testament to the people he held dear. The words etched in the dim glow of his fading torch captured his love and his longing for home. The cave's geology, likened to Swiss cheese, made exploration a nightmare. Its water-filled holes and narrow passages created a maze that confounded even the most experienced divers. Peter's decision to leave the guideline had led him into one of these deadly traps, a mistake that proved fatal. After 6 weeks, members of the Cave Finders Association took a different approach. They searched the dry sections of the cave, discovering a small hole 20 meters from the lake's edge. With crowbars, they dug for 4 weekends, their tools chipping away at the limestone, driven by a flicker of hope. The hole led to a new network of passages, previously unknown to explorers. Footprints in the dust marked Peter's path, a haunting trail through the cave's depths. The team followed, their hearts pounding, knowing each step brought them closer to the truth. Finally, on November 10, 1984, the cavers reached the underground beach. There, in the darkness, they found Peter's body lying beside his scuba gear. The sight was heartbreaking, a young man who had fought for weeks only to succumb to starvation. His message in the sand lay undisturbed, a poignant farewell. An autopsy revealed the grim reality: Peter had survived for about 3 weeks, sustained by water dripping from the cave ceiling. The cold just above freezing and lack of food had taken their toll. He had died mere hours before the rescuers reached him, a cruel twist of fate. The discovery sent shockwaves through the community. Peter's wife Shirley and his mother were devastated, their grief compounded by the message he left behind. The words, "I love you, Cheryl and Ma," became a symbol of his enduring love, etched forever in the sand of Sterkfontein. The tragedy led to immediate changes. Cave diving in Sterkfontein was banned, a direct response to Peter's death. The caves, once a playground for adventurous divers, were deemed too dangerous, their depths left unexplored to prevent further loss. The Sterkfontein Caves, now a tourist attraction, offer guided tours every half hour, showcasing their fossil-rich history. Visitors walk along modern boardwalks, learning about stalagmites and ancient hominids, but the underground lake remains off-limits, a silent memorial to Peter's fate. Peter's story is a stark reminder of the golden rule of cave diving: never let go of the guideline. His curiosity, while admirable, led him into a trap from which there was no escape. The cave's murky waters and complex passages turned his adventure into a nightmare. The cradle of humankind, where Sterkfontein lies, is a testament to human resilience and curiosity. Yet it also holds stories of loss like Peter's that remind us of nature's unforgiving power. The caves, formed by dolomite and limestone, are both a treasure and a danger. The rescue efforts, though unsuccessful, highlighted the bravery of those who risked their lives to find Peter. The Cave Finders Association, police, divers, and volunteers showed unwavering dedication, their work uncovering new passages that added to the cave's legacy. Peter Verhulsel's death shocked the diving community, sparking discussions about safety protocols, the rule of thirds for air management, and the importance of sticking to the guideline became central to cave diving training lessons born from tragedy. Today, the Sterkfontein Caves stand as a World Heritage Site, a place of scientific wonder and somber reflection. Peter's story is woven into their history, a cautionary tale for future explorers who venture into the Earth's depths. As we reflect on Peter Verhulsel's journey, we honor his courage and his passion for exploration. His story teaches us to respect the power of nature to prepare thoroughly and to never underestimate the risks of the unknown. Let us remember Peter not just for his tragic end, but for the love he left behind in the sand. Thank you for joining Loud History on this emotional journey. If this story moved you, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Until next time, stay curious but stay safe.